everybody, it's me, Mrs. Kokenauer. I've got a new story to share with you today, and I want to thank Candlewick Press for giving us permission to read this book together during this time. I think you're really going to like it. It's a realistic fiction book. Realistic fiction books are fiction, they're fake but fun. But if it's realistic fiction, it seems like it could be real. The boys and girls and the characters do things that we might do, and we can relate to them, and they experience the same types of things that we experience. And I think you're going to be able to relate to this character. The title of the book is Alma and How She Got Her Name. Have you ever wondered where you got your name, how your parents came up with your name? Well, Alma wondered that, and we're going to find out how she got her name. The author and illustrator is JuanaMartinez-Neal. Alma and How She Got Her Name. And I want to show you on the front cover is the Caldecott Honor Book Medal. This illustrator, JuanaMartinez-Neal, won an award for her illustrations, her pictures for this book. They're fantastic. I think you're going to like them. Alma and How She Got Her Name. Alma Sofia Esperanza Jose Pira Candela had a long name. Too long if you asked her. And look how long it takes for her to write it. Alma Sofia Esperanza Jose Pira Candela. She even has to get a second piece of paper for that name. My name is so long, Daddy. It never fits, Alma said. Come here, he said. Let me tell you the story of your name. Then you decide if it fits. Sophia was your grandmother, he began. She loved books, poetry, jasmine flowers, and of course me. She was the one who taught me how to read. Now, this is her grandmother. A grandmother, as you probably know, is either your mom's mom or your dad's mom. In this case, she is the dad's mom. Look at what they're looking at. They're looking at a photo album with pictures of their relatives in it. And this picture of her grandmother is in it. And her grandmother's name was Sophia, which is one of her names. I love books and flowers, and you too, Daddy. I am Sophia. She realizes that she has a lot of things in common with her grandmother. That's fun. She likes some of the same things. Esperanza was your great-grandmother, he continued. Now, a great-grandmother is the mother of your grandmother. Some of you may never have known your great-grandmother. But I bet if you ask your parents, they'll have pictures or could tell you stories about them. Esperanza was your great-grandmother, he continued. She hoped to travel, but never left the city where she was born. Her only son grew up to cross the 7 seas. Wherever her sailor son went, so did Esperanza's heart. Okay, she wanted to go all over the world, but she never got to. At least her son did. She was probably very happy for him. The world is so big. I want to go see it, Daddy. You and me together. And look, here's a map of the world. And she took some red yarn and put it on all the places she wanted to go and see. She does want to go see all of the world. I am Esperanza. So she feels like she can relate to her great-grandmother because she wants to travel the world too. That's a pretty name. Jose was my father, Alma's daddy said. Okay, so your dad's father is Alma's what? Her dad's father is Alma's grandfather. Jose was my father, Alma's daddy said. He was an artist with a big family. Like many people had back then. Early each morning, He walked to the mountains and the plazas to paint everyday life. Sometimes I went along. Your grandfather taught me to see and love our people. And here's her grandfather painting. And you know what, boys and girls? I picked up on something way back when he was taking the photo album off of the bookshelf. Here's a book called Peru. I think her grandparents are from the country Peru. I wake up early every day and I draw a lot too. This morning I drew a kitty cat for you, Daddy. So Alma thinks of herself as an artist too. I am Jose. So she's a little bit like her grandfather because he was an artist and she likes drawing too. Pira was your great aunt. Now, your aunt is your mom or your dad's sister. Your great aunt is your grandmother or your grandfather's sister. She believed that the spirits of our ancestors are always with us, watching over us. When you were born, she tied a red string around your wrist, a charm to keep you safe. Hello, Pira. It's me, Alma. She's pretending to talk to her great aunt because I don't think she's just looking at a picture of her in the photo album. Candela was your other grandmother. So if the first grandmother, Sophia, was her dad's mom, Candela is her mom's mom. Candela was your other grandmother. She always stood up for what was right. And she's marching and standing up for what's right. Sometimes that's hard. You have to be very brave because some people might not agree with you. I am Candela. She wants to be brave like her grandmother. I love the story of my name. Now tell me about Alma, Daddy. Where does that come from? I picked the name Alma just for you. You are the first and the only Alma. You will make your own story. Oh, that's a pretty name, isn't it? Alma, Sophia, Esperanza, Jose, Pura, Candela. That's my name, and it fits me just right. I am Alma, and I have a story to tell. So now she's decided she likes all the parts of her name. Sometimes boys or girls don't like their first name, or maybe they don't like their middle name. She has a lot of middle names, doesn't she? If you don't know the story of your name, you should ask your mom or your dad or whoever's with you, how did you decide on what to name me? That might be a really interesting story. Here's the AR number in case you want to take an AR test on this book. I thought that was really interesting. You also might want to ask your mom and dad or your grandparents if they have any photo albums of your relatives and people that were in your family that you may not get to see all the time. And you can see and hear stories about them. This is a great time to do that kind of thing and find out where your name comes from. You're special because your parents picked your name out just for you. And it'd be fun to find out where they got the idea. I miss you. I love you. I can't wait to see you. You're my favorite. See you soon.